Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Burkins Chevrolet. If you're from GA or FLA, you should be driving a Burkins Chevrolet. Come on.
Hit it.
That's right. Come on now. Woo! It's happening. Sports Concepts and Rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill.
Y'all better wake the up.
Thank you, Telvin.
What did you make of Telvin's Instagram post on Saturday? That clear things up for you?
I said in the...
get more sympathetic.
Should we run it one more time for the
to his,
people who didn't hear it?
To his plight.
Yeah, go ahead and run it.
Bro, why is it so crazy that I want to step away from the game? Y'all just chill. Everything's solid. You feel me? Stop going crazy. It's getting aggravating. You feel me? Football ain't everything. Y'all better wake the up.
Oh, dear. I said during downtime that I would advise him to stop going to the gram because I thought the fan base was very supportive of Telvin. And look, everybody wants Telvin to get the help that whatever is plaguing him, his family, whatever he needs, including the franchise. But if he's going to keep doing that, that's not going to help at all.
I would suggest no pro athlete should drop F-bombs on social media.
And I also would, I also will maintain and continue to say, he did the franchise wrong by not calling them. And not only should he call them, he should have went down to the stadium and met with Tom or Doug or Dave or even his position coach or somebody.
Does the Saturday? I don't want us to. Don't want to visit and rehash everything we did Friday. But does the Saturday post lead you any further one way or the other on his future, either this year or long term, or we just write that off as just he's in some sort of episode right now? And
the only thing I could caution,
it's starting to get like Charlie Sheenish.
Yeah, the only thing Tiger Blood. The only thing I can caution is it's still May.
Yeah. And
in a month, who knows, man? Now, it may be too late. I don't know what the franchise is going to do, but he may want to come back, and we'll see. So lots of questions to be answered. And the franchise is handling it the right way in that they must move forward. They cannot count on Telvin Smith for 2019.
I would be shocked if he were playing this year.
Well, if he doesn't play this year, he'll never play again as well. So not for the Jags. Maybe for somebody else. I also thought he looked again, this is just speculation, so please. I also thought he looked very skinny. Like very, because Telvin's always battled with the weight, and I mean that's one of the things that made him so great and a fan favorite. The guy's like 200 pounds, and he's made 445 solo tackles over the last 5 years. Nobody in the NFL has made that many tackles, so there's no denying what he brings to the football field, and so it's unfortunate. There have been some great Game 7s. Kawhi Leonard's shot yesterday was unbelievable. First buzzer beater in Game 7 history. I guess my question is, does that shot, big picture, help the Raptors maybe keep Kawhi? Does something like that keep it going? Or is he such a strange, odd bird that he's able to compartmentalize and maybe just his mind's already made up? I
don't think it's all about winning a title for Kawhi. If it were, he wouldn't have left San Antonio. I mean, they still had if it put Kawhi Leonard on San Antonio, and they might be in the Western Conference Finals right now. So I don't know if that is going to be the driving force that pushes Kawhi to his next destination. But he does seem to be such an odd bird as far as, that whole scene last year was just so weird.
Right.
Where he stayed away from the Spurs and wouldn't talk to them. And so, I just don't know. I guess it all depends on the unknown of how much Kawhi wants to be in L.A., and we've heard that, right? I mean, we've heard that Kawhi wants to get to L.A., Southern California, but until he either expresses it or does it, I don't know. Can't hurt. I mean, it can't. He said it's the most memorable shot he's ever hit. He's never hit a game winner. He even said, I've never hit a game winner in a Game 7, and then you realize, well, of course you haven't. No one has, so you've done that on your own. I thought what was interesting yesterday, Dan, is Kawhi maybe for the most evident time in his career took over like a franchise player. He's a really good player, but he's never been the take charge, shoot the ball 35 times, do whatever it takes to win guy. Kawhi Leonard has always been, just a quiet assassin shoot 16 shots and get 21 points and 10 rebounds, and that's enough to help the Spurs win it all and to play lockdown defense. So for him to really take that ball yesterday and said, okay, I'm going to go win this.
I've got a question, Jeff. Peter King is one thing I like about Peter King is he'll state his opinion. Like he doesn't go with the flow. He digs, he finds information. So my point is he's done his own power poll, and it might be a little bit different than the norm. Maybe not. But
power ranking teams.
Yes, but he's got the Jags at 20. And
here's pretty popular landing spot right now.
And that's fine. And here's what he says about the Jags. And this is my question to you. Do you agree with this? I tend to. Hard not to get a weird vibe from this team. You've got two of the most my way or the highway guys, Coughlin and Marone, running the show. And last year there was Jalen Ramsey being a loose cannon all year, and Leonard Fournette acting up late in the season. Both are back this year on the way to a stunningly disappointing 5-win season. Then Coughlin criticizes players who aren't in the voluntary offseason program. The leading tackler, Telvin Smith, mysteriously walks away from football without first telling the team and acts all bothered when people question why he's doing this and makes himself unavailable to the team. Even with Nick Foles, the steadiest guy and best teammate you could imagine, imported to improve the quarterback position, it's still hard to trust this team.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, the immaturity cost this team last year.
Right.
And so
there are signs of that still being there.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Listen, do the real good teams ever have one of their star players walk around on Instagram cussing? If they do, they play somewhere else next. Yeah. Right? That's not a good look. Jalen last year didn't have.
Gronk do that? Gronk party?
No, I don't think Gronk ever walked around like that and said bleep football. Basically that's what he said. Football's not all that. Bleep you guys. I mean, that's just not. It can't be good for your team. It's just a fact. That's not a good sign. Who does things like that? Antonio Brown. And how's that work for the Steelers? They have enough other talent. The Jaguars don't have that kind of talent. They have to play together and good and minimize mistakes. I think to be successful.
Yeah, he's got Pittsburgh, by the way, at 18. Dropped him a lot.
He lost a lot of credit there on his poll, if you ask me. Why?
Why?
Yeah. 18? I mean, I'm not saying you got to have number one.
He says it'll be peaceful in Pittsburgh without the weekly, daily questions about Bell and Brown, but with all the distractions and discord last year, the Steelers still averaged 26.8 points per game, and I'll be surprised if they reach those heights this year. Steelers players might find it more placid coming to work this year with Antonio Brown 2,300 miles away, but how are they going to replace 115 catches a year over the last 5 seasons? James Washington, Dante Moncrief, doubt it. More likely, Pittsburgh turns to the man who cost them first, second, and third round picks on draft day, linebacker Devin Bush, and hopes he can be the sideline-to-sideline presence Ryan Shazier was until.
What does he have Cleveland, just out of curiosity?
Cleveland. He has Cleveland at 11.
So a playoff team. Boy. Why do you just know Cleveland's going to go all Cleveland
today? Cleveland.
Do you believe that? Do you think? Is there any part of you that senses that Cleveland will just go Cleveland and go 6-9-1?
You think a tie again?
Yeah, a tie. That's Cleveland. Yeah. That's the Cleveland way.
Y'all better wake the up.
Thank you.
A lot of talented players, man. That's for sure.
All right. I'm going to put the truth hat on to end the segment here.
Okay. I love the truth hat.
And I was sitting at home on Friday, Dan. I was drinking a nice tall glass of scotch, looking to the westward sky. It was about 8:30 at night. The sun had
Friday, 8:30.
The sun had gone down. And I was just kind of looking west and contemplating my life and where it was headed, bemoaning the fact that I would be up in the morning, renting a U-Haul, and driving to Gainesville and killing myself for an entire day for what? Any gratitude? Maybe minimal.
Yeah.
And as I looked to the westward sky, there it appeared.
A sign.
A script A. It was like a bat signal. And I felt needed. I felt there was a cause that I had to support. And, if everyone jumped ship, then that said ship would crash into the rocks. So
yes. Be like the boats and hose ship.
I've saved the Atlanta Braves.
You saved them.
Well, by connecting with them on Friday night. I've won 3 games in a row. I'm not gonna get too high or too low this time around. I'm just
Did you win Friday night?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Friday,
I won
Saturday,
3 in a row.
Sunday.
Yeah, I've won 3 in a row since I started watching. This is true. I didn't watch until Friday. I started watching Friday, and so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I won 3 in a row. And after all the bemoaning, whining, quite frankly,
Beef, do you have that clip?
Crying. Yeah. All the crying I did last week. Suddenly the 10-game road trip, they went 6-4, which isn't terrible, I guess, the big picture. Sure felt like we were going 2-8. So anyway, there's that. All right, when we come back, it's what you two have done to my life with this ridiculous party is causing problems.
Uh-oh.
And I'll explain next on the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. Dan, tell folks how they can go to the Jumbo Shrimp on your dime.
Well, Beef gave me the hang 10, which I saw 2 digits, so I'll say caller number 2 at 641-1010. Beef, is that what they're doing?
We're hooking it up this week, okay?
Right.
Not only is every 10-minute drill winner going to get a family 4-pack to go see the Jumbo Shrimp, they're also going to get dinner for 2 at Chick-fil-A, and all 5 winners this week are entered into a drawing, the grand prize at the end of the week, just a twosome at the 12th annual Guggen Open, Monday, June 10th.
Wow.
No big deal.
Wow.